All right. All right. Let's get started with the stream, guys. I don't know what kind of crazy shit's gonna happen this time around. But I'm scared shitless. Give me 1 second, guys. Oh boy. There we go. There we go. So, new Oshinoko trailer. I called it. Wait, there's another trailer? God damn it. And I just reacted to a trailer of it last night. The hell? There's another one? Holy crap. Okay, let's get started. It seems these are all grayed out. So it's funny, like all of these other ones are grayed out, while this one up here still has some color. I'm assuming I have to do this part in order to continue. Okay, so let's do this. So I'm assuming this is for a way to save Yoko. I'm assuming that's what this is about. Shogo is Hoko at Kushiya Park, searching for one of the 7 mysteries of Honjo. His interest in the occult starts to grow as he learns more about it from Yoko. Start from the beginning or resume. Let's just resume from here. I don't feel like doing all that shit again. Okay, start from the beginning. Let's see. So start from the beginning. How is the right related to the mysteries? Something's happening to Yoko. Let's start from here. Came out like 20 minutes ago. You're definitely gonna have to watch this ASAP, even without subs. Holy shit. All right. I'll probably do it like after the stream. Yeah, I'll probably just do it after the stream. Anyway, let's pick this one. Shit. Whoa. What the hell? Feels like the air just changed. Huh. So, since you're obviously trying to save her, well, you know, don't kill her this time. I didn't try to! Something's got Yoko really rattled. I feel... Excuse me. What the hell? Where did that come from? I feel my eyes on my back. I can't move. Is there something behind me? What the fuck, man? I don't understand why I'm sneezing. It is hot in my room. Hold up. You know what? There. Fuck. Yoko, are you okay? Ah. Hey, what's wrong? Stay with me. No, this can't be. No. What? Something's got Yoko really... Okay, so I just keep talking to her. Why? Yeah, this is the same thing that happened before. Keep yelling at her. That's different. Huh? What? Is calling her name really going to help? I'm already yelling at her I'm already yelling as hard as I can. Shouldn't I look for what's causing this? There's nothing there. Yoko, hang in there, Yoko. Look at me. You're going to be okay. It's all right. There's nothing there. Oh, shit. Oh, that's different. I don't remember that happening before. Oh, shit. Oh, there we go. So we unlocked the new path. Shugo cries Yoko's name in desperate attempt to wake her up as she lies, unmoving on the ground, while his pleas get through to her? Well, let's find out. You snap back to us, girly? Huh. Oh, good. You're awake. What? Are you okay? You were rattled and confused. I thought we'd really lost you, so just my guess, but you already are the curse manipulating Shogo. Shogo. So basically, I'm the Whispering Canal? Are you okay? You were rattled and confused. I thought you'd really lost it. Do you feel dizzy? Have a headache? Are your humors off balance? Humors? What is with humor? That is a weird... What? They were talking like that before too. Wait, what did you say? I think I've heard that before. You're the one who said it earlier. Oh, right. That might have been it. My humors were off balance. What back there? You ended up like that because of your humors? Yeah, I've heard that at this age, your humors being a little bit off can be what? That's the first time I've heard of that. I'm glad you're back to normal now. Wait a minute. Being able to reverse all this and bringing her back to... Is this what it means to bring them back to life? Because we collected all the all the soul dregs. So, is this what it's doing? We're going back and changing the outcome? That isn't resurrection. That's literally going back in time and preventing it from ever happening. That's not resurrection. But I really don't remember what happened. Sounds like what happened to me. Maybe this place is dangerous somehow. What? Are you backing out? Yeah, it doesn't feel safe to me. And I'm worried about you. Let's call off today's invest. Oh, wow. We literally just prevented her death. Oh, by the way, food for thought. I'm probably going to be posting it on my Discord. So, I've actually been working on some fan art for Katakyoshi Hitman Reborn. I'm probably gonna post it on Discord or Twitter just to do, you know, art updates, like update on my art. So yeah, so far I've only drawn 2 characters. I'm not showing, well, they're not done, but I'm getting there. And here's the thing, please don't judge, please don't criticize. Well, maybe, but don't be an asshole about it. I pretty much drew the Katekyoshi characters in my own art style. Like, you can I mean, I hope you guys can tell it's them, but so far I've only drawn 2 characters, working on the 3rd one. Again, they're still not fully colored or everything, but they're like sketches. You'll see when I post it, wherever I post it. But 2 characters mainly. Try to guess who they are. If you can see, if you can figure out which 2 characters I drew. Come on, I just started feeling back to normal too. Nope, not happening. Go home. I'll even pay for your cab fare, okay? Yeah, we're going home, girl. I went through all this trouble of getting you back. Your ass better be going home. I ended up having to force a still protesting. I might have, man, I'm just saying, I would have knocked her out. Not knocked her out like physically punch her in the face, not like that, but like, you know, like knock her out, like just like, you know, like really nice and swift on the neck. I'm just like, shh, go to sleep, girl, go to sleep. And they'll be like, taxi. Yeah, see this girl, she lives here, just take her home. She's kind of a nutcase. So yeah, just make sure she gets home. And then, even then, she still wouldn't stop complaining. Of course she wouldn't. So to placate her, so to placate her, I promised I'd search the park on my own for a little while longer. First of all, I ain't searching shit. I'm going home. Did it skip the few? Check Discord. What the fuck? Wait a minute. What the hell? Those are her 2 kids in the trailer, right? They grew up. Wait, what happened to the mom though? Oh wait, this is Jujutsu Kaisen, right? This is for season 2. Okay, I wonder what this means though. All right. Worried about Yoko after her bizarre incident, Shoko decides to call off their investigation into the mysteries for the night. Despite her stubborn objections, he managed to persuade her by offering to continue the search on his own. Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm going home. 5 a.m. Who the fuck is gonna be out here searching until 5 a.m.? Fuck that shit. I'm going home. I'm gone. In further news, what the? Did we just die? Patrol discovered a man collapsed in Sumida Park. We literally just the man was taken to the hospital, but his death was confirmed shortly after. Bruh, did we literally took Yoko's place? Investigations are still underway, but police suspect a connection to the unexplained something. Did we literally just take Yoko's place? Is that it? Written and directed by... Bro, what the fuck? Dude. We literally just took this chick's place. Why? Bro, I would have left home. And again, this is not a resurrection. First of all, we went back in time. And we made a choice to take Yoko's place. I'm just saying. First of all, I'm just saying this. The moment the taxi comes, me and her are leaving, okay? Me and her are leaving. And if she chooses not to leave and stubbornly wants to stay, then fuck it, I'm going home. I ain't about to die for you, girly. Like, you may be hot and all, but you ain't worth my life. Well done in your efforts thus far. This brings Shogo Akae's story to a close. Really, that's it? Ah, but this is not the end. Far from it. In fact, this is where the story finally begins. Wait a minute. So wait a minute. Wait, hold up. The routes of the 3 protagonists have now been unlocked. Are you telling me that Shugo wasn't even the main protagonist? Was he just like a side character or something? I mean, to be honest, I remember you. Didn't you die? Harue Shigima, a woman who lost her son when he was kidnapped and murdered. Tetsuo Susumi, the chief inspector of the 1st Investigative Division, who is looking into the death of an officer in the line of duty. Yako Sakazaki. Huh. I've seen all these characters before. Now I am 90% sure this is going to be a Yoko's driving force in this game. She will blame herself for dragging you into her interest and try to perform the rite to bring him back. I mean, it is her fault, so... Following these 3 storylines will reveal the full nature of all that is occurring. With that, please enjoy the continuation of this tale. Bro, this old man is enjoying this. I can already tell. Oh, there we go. We unlocked 3 other paths. Huh. I wonder what this means. Because, like, this guy is... Why is this one like... You see this line right here? It's like highlighted yellow. This one's grayed out. I wonder what that's supposed to mean. But I noticed these 2 are sooner. This one's more far off. Does that mean anything? I guess I'll pick this one. It has the JoJo. It has JoJo star in it. Not dreams Haru Shigima. When the son of Haru Shigima was kidnapped, a botched investigation by the police resulted in the child's murder. 1 year later, Haru has hired a private investigator to help resolve the unsettled case. Late at night, while speaking to the detective of her home, something strange suddenly appears. Interesting. But yeah, prologue complete. That was a prologue? That wasn't even the main story. What the hell? Oh shit, what the hell? Kill them. Kill them. The flame bearers. Kill them all. You have acquired the power of the cursed stone haunting clappers. You can use it to kill those with fire or fire starting device on their... Oh! So, we're using her now. Harui? That's how you say it? This is for the clappers, right? Yeah, the haunting clappers. First of all, I know how to play. We already read it. Okay, there's more detailed. A cursed power kills by burning one who is in possession of a fire or a fire starting device. A resentful memory. Red, red, red. Everything is dyed crimson. My home is burning to the ground. It's hot. So hot. I must call for help, but I cannot speak. My throat must be burnt up from the smoke. No, I think I'm already on fire. That's right. I'll just use the clappers. Clack, clack. Is anyone there? Is anybody there? Sorry. Clack, clack. Why is no one coming? I'm going to burn to death. How did it come to this? Oh, right. Her. It must be the work of that vixen who appeared suddenly and enchanted my lord. That witch. Those hauntingly cold eyes had my lord dancing in the palm of her hand. Perhaps I was also taken in by her. How many innocent people did I lure in under orders? This must be karma. The sound of a heavy bell. It feels like mayhem. Mayhead? Almost sounds like mayhem. Will split open. Alright. Ah, right. The evening bell. That must be why nobody can hear the sound of my clappers. I've got to do it. I got to do it louder. Clack, clack. The fuck? Sheesh. I have 11 subs, Pog, I guess. Oh, yeah, congratulations. But, the phony, I think that's how you say it. I think that's it. If you're gonna join in the stream, please focus on the context of the stream itself or something related to the channel. Please don't just come in here just to say that. Because, again, that doesn't contribute to what's happening here. You had it right the first time. Harui? So Harui. Shit. May those who mock fire... Can't read that. A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. I think that's the same feeling that Shogo had. Hello, what a blue squirt. Now, kill. Can you hear it, Curse Bear? You who so strongly desires the right. Kill them. I think that was just a misspelling of my head. Oh. Someone did a misspelling right there. It's okay though. Yesterday I finished Super Robot Wars X. Congratulations. But as I stated again, please let's focus on the topic of the stream. Back with me, ma'am. Is it Jojo? Is it Joestar? There he is. Can't say I understand what just happened, but it certainly seems to have put you in a good mood. This must be the first time I've ever seen you really smile. Sweet dreams. Okay. Person of interest. Can I... Harui is a housewife who resides in a manor near Shumoku Bridge. Her 11-year-old son Suichi, I did say it right? Was kidnapped and murdered about a year ago. The death was the result of a mistake on the part of the detective assigned to the case. A mistake which enraged the kidnapper and had him cut off all contact with the police, leaving no room for negotiation. Wow, so the police fucked up and got the kid killed. Dumbasses. The incident was covered up and Suichi's killer remains at wow. Why was the incident covered up? That's something you want announced. Oh, don't tell me they covered up because of their stupidity. Bruh, if their stupidity is the reason they wanted to cover it up, yo, you guys are trash for that. Remains at large, leading the aggrieved Harui to call on the service of a private investigator, Reactor Kai, to uncover the truth. The Shigima family came from a line of samurai who built their residence in Honjo during the Edo period. They assumed important positions as the police force following the Meiji Revolution, thereby protecting their family's elevated status. Even today, many in the Shigima line work as police bureaucrats and senior police officers. Harui's father sits in the upper echelons, I don't know how to pronounce that, of the National Police Agency, and her husband adopted into the Shigima clan through an arranged marriage is also a highly respected agency official. Okay, so pretty much they care about the bloodline of their family, making sure they're all top-graded detectives. I see. Okay. However, as her family prioritizes work above all else, it wasn't long before Harui's marriage grew cold. Though she wants for nothing Wait, though she wants for nothing, she is isolated from her neighbors and withdrawn from society. Seeing her son grow into a young man gave Harui a purpose in life, but it was cut short by the kidnapping incident. Shit. I mean, here's the thing you have to understand. First of all, I don't think it was right for I'm pretty sure it was the husband's idea, but it was right to cut her off from society. But I understand men, especially in marriages today, they kind of have their women or wives, so to speak, be isolated because of potential affairs, if you know what I mean. It's to keep the woman's purity, and it's to keep the woman's purity is, I guess, one way to say it. That's how most men think anyway. Most married men anyway. Following the incident, Harui spent many days in a deep depression, breaking into a sudden fits of shouting and wandering around in the middle of the night. Her cheerful, loving disposition faded away, and she took to making I don't know how to pronounce that, remarks at her husband, which only further soured their relationship. Well, like, I kind of get it. She lost her son. Both the father and the mother lost their son. Did the husband not try to cheer her up or something a few months ago? But then again, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't, because if I remember correctly, he's an officer, so he must be a workaholic, you know, because Japanese men work very tedious hours. A few months ago, Harui's husband was transferred to another area for work and now rarely returns home. Perfect. So you literally, wow, bruh. Bro, the husband is a bitch. How much you want to bet he transferred locations just so he didn't have to deal with his wife? How much you want to bet he did that? Bruh, you lost your son. Your wife is hurting. Isn't it your job as the man to, like, comfort and support her? The fuck are you doing? I don't give a fuck if you're busy as hell. I just gotta say, dude, if your wife is suffering over the loss of your child, both of you should be suffering for the most part. You should talk it out and get closer to one another. That way you can, of course, no one will ever forget the loss of their child, but at least you can grow stronger together and move forward. Returns home with Haruhi left to live in the large empty mansion alone. Wow. As a housekeeper who has been with the family for a long time comes into care of all the housework, Haruhi has nothing but time on her hands. Wow. So she was left all alone, and she was basically expected to take care of the house while doing nothing but that. That's all she's ever known. But at least for her, while her son was alive, her son gave her purpose and meaning. Now that that purpose and meaning is gone, she feels useless, essentially. Wow, that's fucked up. Man, I feel so bad for this woman. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. No, not dreams. Sounds like something I might want to hear about. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Stereo unit with a separate speaker designed for home use. My husband insisted on buying one, even though he isn't one to listen to music off. Then why the fuck you bought it? It's a waste of money. An arranged flower. We bring in someone to do it. I don't even know what the flowers are called. Fair. An old hanging scroll. I don't know who painted it. It has been hanging here since before I was born. Sheesh. What the hell? What's this? No, she doesn't take care of the house. A housekeeper. Oh, wait. Oh, my bad. I misread that. I'm sorry. I misread that. Oh, and sucks that you just barely missed the 15 point mark on the Guess the Anime challenge. Don't worry. The next one will be way harder if a fucking A. No, she doesn't take care of the house. Wait, she doesn't take care of the house. So basically, she's just living there. She just lives there. Bro, I'm just gotta say this. That's a sad life. That's a sad life. She's cut off from society. She lives all alone by herself in that house. I'm not gonna lie to you. Girly needs to do one of several things. Number one, find a hobby. Number two, find some friends, because clearly you need friends. And number three, look, I'm not one for divorces. I'm not one for divorces, but motherfucker really did go to a different home just so he didn't have to deal with his wife. That's just fucked. But yeah, if you didn't see my comment, you scored 14.5. Are you fucking serious? Come on, bruh. Can I get a free... Man, fuck it. It is what it is. Goodness, you made me jump. It's just a silly little sticker my son got from somewhere or other. He put it up just before. Well, you know what happened. I still can't bring myself to take it down. Fair, fair. Let me take a closer look. I knew it. It's Hensho from way back in set number 1. This is a real collector's item. Excuse me? Don't tell me you've never heard of the Mockingbirds. I know about the book. The what? They're the hottest new craze. Cute little birds dressed like rough and tumble delinquents. I've never heard of them, but this certainly seems to matter to you. The best part is, nobody knows who made them. They just started showing up around town. And soon enough, they'd won everybody's hearts. The story goes that they're made by some anonymous artist who covertly leaves them behind in specific locations. No one knows when or where they'll show up next. They're basically an urban legend of sorts. To think one would turn up here of all places. This is a good sign. I'm sure of it. Oh, well, that's nice. Bro, she don't care. Is that a delinquent bird? That was me giving you slack. I gave you the full point for the fate, Yuna, even though you didn't say the... Fuck! Without that, you were a third... God fucking damn it! Son of a bitch! Oh well, it is what it is. Hold up. Let's check files. These popular... Oh, shit. Excuse me. Excuse me. These popular bird mascot stickers seem to pop up everywhere. Nobody knows who the legendary artist is behind these quirky birds, but they quickly became popular for their surreal yet oddly cute designs. But in the right place at the right time in Honjo, and you might just be able to find all 20 of them scattered around. Legend has it collecting all will bring good luck. So I have to collect 20 of these. Let's see. A bottom shelf surrounded. Jackpot by darkness. Oh, these are like how I can find them. Among the morning green. Oh. Okay, these are how I can find the other one. Head honcho number 2, approach the net. Not sure what that means. Okay, let's look around some more. Chandelier. The lights. The chandelier is the only thing in here that's my choice. It's my favorite part of the room, because you actually had a choice in the matter. The swinging of the pendulum echoes through the room. It feels livelier than usual with Richter here. Usually it's just me. I actually feel sad for this woman. A color television. Father bought one as soon as it hit the market. He likes to have the latest gadgets. Unlike the latest models, there is no remote control. We've had it for a long time. Back when it was new, we all gathered around it and marveled at it as a family. But with father and my husband being away so often, it quickly fell into disuse. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think I can live, like, I don't think I can live a Japanese life. Like, I don't know, man. Not throwing shade or anything, but, and I'm not trying to disregard how much work they put in, but it's like, what's the point if you're away from your family? Like, that's gotta be a sad life. The guest table. I don't know where father got this old thing from, but I've never liked it. Let's see. I guess that's it. Richter. A private investigator I hired. A friend told me about him. They said he's not very well known, but he's good at what he does. When I first visited his office in Ota City and saw how he dressed, I could hardly believe he was a detective. Yeah, he looks like some... I'm not gonna lie to you, he looks like he belongs in Texas or something. But after talking to him for a while, I changed my mind. He says some strange things at times, but he seems like the reliable sort. Oh, okay. Oh, we got more info on Richter. Okay, the eccentric man. Richter is actually a private investigator with an office in Ota City, Tokyo. After taking on a request from Haruhi Shigima to investigate the unsolved kidnapping and murder of her son, he gets caught up in the events surrounding the rite of resurrection. Once a police officer, Richter was racked with guilt over the police's inability to help all those in need, and quit the force to start his own private investigation firm. However, his soft-hearted nature leads him to take on too many cases and has put his office in a dire financial straits? I think that's how you say it. How he's still in business is a mystery, with some whispering that a wealthy Patreon is keeping him afloat. Okay, so he's a good guy with a big heart, but he can only do so much, but he has a very wealthy supporter. Richter studied alongside Detective Jun Irio. Isn't that the guy with Susumi? I think that's how you say it, that veteran detective's name. At the police academy. Somewhat surprisingly, given his outlandish clothing. Sorry guys, I really don't mean to I don't mean to yawn. Don't worry, Haruhi has an expert at the ancient JoJo family art of running away. Right? Oh my gosh, because he looks like Joseph. Extraordinary, needing, expressing. Wait, hold up. Outlandish mannerism. Richter excels at covert investigation and tailing his targets. He proudly refers to himself as an investigator extraordinaire, though that only ever succeeds at impressing himself. Richter's biggest source of happiness in nuzzling his pet female albino parakeet. Oh, okay, that's nice. Ernestine, which he keeps in his office. He also enjoys collecting mockingbird stickers, a popular line of merchandise featuring birds inexplicably, I'm not sure if I said that correct, dressed like delinquents, and can be frequently sighted searching around town for them. While out and about, Richter typically leaves the office and, more importantly, Ernestine, in the care of Amamori, a junior high schooler who volunteered to assist Richter after being involved in previous case. A junior high schooler? What, is he Reagan and he has his own mob? Is that it? Oh wow, another file update, okay. Azori Heroin Agency, Richter's private investigation firm in Kamata, Ota City. Originally, Kai thought to give it a simple name like Kai's Detective Agency, but upon hearing the people that are more likely to pick names listed in front of the phone book alphabetically, he decided to pick a name starting with an A, thus the Azuri Heroin Agency was established. However, it is questionable whether he whether the heron, a bird of somewhat um, ominous significance, is an effective symbol for attracting customers. Even his own assistant has referred to the name as confusing at best. After rather an azure heroine, Richter keeps a white parrot as a pet and dresses not in blue but mostly in white. If there was a symbolic connection to be made here, it has surely been lost all about Richter himself. A private investigator, also known as a private eye, is a detective who operates their own agency. Although there are no formal qualifications necessary to become a private investigator, many are retired police agents are detectives due to the similarities between the work involved. At a glance, private investigation firms and inquiry office might look similar, but they carry out different types of investigations. Inquiry offices specialize in conducting credit checks on businesses, while private investigators are generally involved in tailing persons of interest and gaining information fuck that word. Anyway. Okay, so he's meant to tailing people and getting the truth out of getting some truth out of them based on their day-to-day routine. I'm assuming. Okay, that was a mouthful of an explanation. Okay, I think, let me think. Because we just got our curse, didn't we? My heart's still racing. That's it, my chance. At long last. Okay, that's it. Okay, let's talk to him. Let me bring you up to speed. We were in the middle of a chat when you suddenly started spacing out. And the whole time you were grinning to yourself like you just won the lottery. That's kind of... Well, she kind of, sort of. Care to tell me what that was all about? Someone's very perceptive. Well, where to start? Huh? Interesting. Very interesting. So the haunting clappers. Curse Echo appeared at a... Wow, so wait a minute. Did she just tell him everything? Hey, does your brother read Mission Yokakura Family? If so, might want to know that it's getting an anime. No, I don't... No, I actually, wait a minute. My brother did start it reading it, but he stopped. He told me about it. Does it kind of look like... Doesn't it kind of look like Katekyoshi? In a way? Like, doesn't it look like Katekyoshi? Because I see it kind of looks mafia-ish. With like a boy with red hair, right? And I think he has like scar across his face. But it's getting an anime. Okay. Again, my brother showed me like a cover image of it, and it looked like it kind of reminded me of Katekyoshi. I'm not sure if he's still reading it though. I'll ask. Did she really tell him everything though? What the hell? Told you how to perform the rite of resurrection and gave you the curse you'll need to do. Wow, she told... Yeah, okay. Have I got that right? That's right. So it's all real. Honestly, I'm still find it hard to believe. But I guess I have to now. What the? I saw that curse stone appear in front of your hand myself. Oh, so... Okay, so he already knew. But he just wanted to see what she would say. Okay. Okay. Alright. I guess it was a good idea that she said the truth. With evidence that clear, there's no denying that there's some supernatural force at work. Wait, but what does that have to do with the investigation? I don't think you quite understand. Oh? This isn't about evidence, and it isn't about belief. It's more than that. I know it's real. The moment the curse appeared, I knew everything about it before I'd even said a word. It was already there in my head, as clear as day. You just knew, huh? It was etched onto my soul, along with the curse's resentful memories. so I can feel it, what it was like. Dying like they did hundreds of years ago. Wreathed in flame, writhing in pain as my flesh blackens and my blood boils. I can feel it. All the agony, all the rage. It fills me with bloodlust. I think I need to kill someone. Anyone will do, just as long as they're carrying fire. I see. That could be a problem. Well, we already know from Shogo's side that they are working together. Him scouting out and seeing it, potential victims have lighters, and she just approaches and kills them. True, true, true. He did mention the lighter before when we saw Harui. So, yeah, that definitely confirms it. And we did see him, like, behind her. You think? But, wait a minute. They're working together, but isn't he a detective? Isn't this, like, against the law or something? From what I know of you, I was sure you'd see it as an opportunity. The stronger the desire to resurrect someone, the stronger the urge to kill. That's how it seems to me, anyway. Good grief, talk about a spanner in the works. I say we take stock for a moment. Remind ourselves where we come from and where we're going. That might be a good idea. Alright. We talk to him some more. About the investigation. Yeah, let's talk about that. That's what you hired me for, ma'am. To look into your son's kidnapping last year. To uncover the truth behind the abduction and murder of Suichi Shigima. Oh yes, I remember. They never did find the one who did it. That's what I'm here. That's what I'm here about today. In fact, kind of you to let me drop by so late, by the way. I've been turning over every last stone, and I've come up with a grand total of 1 lead. 1 lead? Shh, let's just hope it works. So you said, as far as the police are concerned, it's a cold case, but I've managed to make some headway. I remember. You were just about to tell me. Okay, file. God damn, dude. I didn't know I had to do a lot of reading. Fuck. Anyway. A kidnapping and murder case that took place in Honjo, Sumida, around 1 year ago. Shit. Harui's son, Suichi, age 11, was kidnapped on his way home from school, with a ransom being demanded that same evening. Okay, so he was kidnapped. Wait, he was kidnapped on his way home from school. A child. Wait a minute, hold the fucking phone. Why is an 11-year-old boy walking back home by himself? The kid's 11 years old. Shouldn't, like, the mother or the father or some kind of adult figure pick them up and take them back home? I'm just saying. Why didn't... Look, I'm not blaming her, okay? But the point that I'm trying to say, some adult figure has to pick them up and bring them home. An 11-year-old boy... Wait, hold up. She said he was kidnapped on his way home. Yeah. Like, why didn't, like, a bus pick him up or something? There's no buses in Japan? Or what? Look, again, I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm just saying. An 11-year-old boy should not be walking home by himself. That is very unsafe. I was gonna say this curse is even more situational than Shogo's, but I guess you could gather a bunch of lighters, throw them at a victim, and activate curse. That's true. You can plant it. Me personally, I think honestly, in my personal opinion, I think Shogo's ability, his curse is kind of... Out of all the curse I've seen, Shogo's, the one with the washing legs, and then hers, honestly, out of those three, Shogo is the weakest. True, the one that you hear, the hearing one, I mean, it's even proof you can't even plug your ears. It's not enough. Shogo just got lucky because we mess with the volumes. Girly, yes, you have to plant the seed. It's like you have to plant the seeds in order for it to grow and work in your favor. Yes, but that's still more tangible than Shogo's. Shogo's, they have to leave. If they don't leave, then he's kind of screwed. So I'm just saying, like, me personally, out of all the ones I've seen, I feel like the washing legs is the best one out of all three so far. It's a Japanese thing. Really? I mean, I respect their wishes, but I'm just saying, I wouldn't leave my child, like if I had a kid, I'm not letting them come back from school to home on their own. I'm picking them up. I'm just saying, I'm picking up my child. I'm not leaving them alone. That's just me personally. Okay, evening. Initially, the kidnapping was thought of as a simple extortion scheme, but when it came to light that the Shigima family was closely tied to the police and Shuichi was in fact the grandson of senior official, it was quickly assumed that the perpetrator was acting upon a grudge against the police force. Oh, so someone had something against the police force. The kidnapping was treated as a direct attack against the good name of the police force, and a large-scale investigation was launched that used the best equipment available to trace phone calls. Okay. And this made it all the more embarrassing when they were unable to catch the culprit. Losing the public's confidence, the culprit grew cocky, relentlessly mocking the... God damn, bro. He's basically flexing, saying, you can't catch me. I'm sorry, I had to quote John Cena. I'm sorry. And his name was John Cena. Okay, I'll stop. After 3 days of failure after failure, Haruhi reached a breaking point. I don't blame her. The police are not doing their job. Spurred by concern for her son, she resolved to hand over the ransom money as fast as possible. But her husband and father, who held the prestige of the police in high regard, refused, saying that they would not let the criminal win by giving in their demands. The increasingly frantic detective assigned to the case lost his temper when the criminal called to give an ultimatum, causing the culprit to never make contact again. Another week passed and Shuichi's body was found floating in the Sumida River. You guys are fucking idiots. You guys are so stupid. As a police officer, you should always have a level head. Losing your temper and getting in a tantrum with the kidnapper, no less, is not the ideal thing to do. You want to remain calm and make sure you talk it out. You want to make sure you're in contact and always conversing with the kidnapper at all times. The more you have the kidnapper on call or like strung along in this long-winded conversation, the higher chance the boy has of survival. You fucked up by losing your temper. Losing your temper and being direct like that is only going to increase the possibility of that boy losing their life. Your stupidity caused that child to die. Congratulations. You are a horrible cop. You are a trash cop. I'm just saying, bruh, you are a horrible cop. And then the father literally like, I refuse to give in to these demands because of me being a prestigious... Bro, you literally waged the life of your son over your own fucking career. I'm not saying the career is important, but I'm just saying this, bro. As soon as a kid comes into the picture, it's no longer about the wife. It's no longer about the husband. It's about the child. The child is more important first and foremost above everyone else in the family. When you have a mother, a father, and a child, wife, husband, whatever, okay? Okay, look, this is what I say. When you're married, you are wife and husband. When there's a child, you are mother and father. Understand? Meaning, once the child is born and is being raised, you're no longer a factor. The child is more important than anything. It's more important than you. It's more important than your own job, okay? I don't give a shit. Literally, the cop at that moment and at that time, the father, he wasn't thinking like a father, he was thinking like a cop, and that caused the life of his son. Bro, hey yo, Harui, yeah, divorce this mother trucker. He literally got your son killed. Screw it. I personally say divorce him. And here's the thing, I'm not one for divorces. Like, I don't condone that. But in this scenario, yeah, divorce this bitch. Just saying. Anyway, the Shuichi's death could be largely ascribed to the police yes, no shit, really. But this was ultimately covered up with the stringent media embargoes. Yeah, they literally covered it up because they don't want to seen as trash, incompetent, unable to get the job done. How about you taking some fucking accountability for your actions? Your actions led the boy to die. Take accountability for it. The fact that you're willing to cover it, the fact that you want to cover it up instead of willing to take accountability for your actions shows how much confidence people should have in you. The investigation was never closed, but the case has long gone cold. Damn. I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel so bad for Haruhi. I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry you had to go through that. I'm so sorry. That's not fair. He looked like such a nice kid too. Come on, bruh. You really put your career over the future of a child? Your future is done. The kid's future hasn't even started. And because of your stupidity, this child's future was robbed. A horrible father. A horrible father. Anyway, the only son of Haruhi and Shigima. He was kidnapped and murdered 1 year ago. His body was discovered floating in the Sumida River. Suichi was how do you say that? Brave young boy who was determined to protect his mother Haruhi. Amid his father's frequent absence, he dreamed of becoming a police officer and displayed diligence and an impressive sense of responsibility from a young age, likely due to being raised in an extremely strict environment. So he was a kid with a bright future. He wanted to be a police detective. You do realize by this kid dying, old man, you'll never get a chance to be a cop. Congratulations. You literally just possibly lost a fine officer in the future. Young age likely due to being raised extremely in an environment. Being born in the early 70s, he spent his days immersed in various activities and studies, including playing piano, learning the abacus, taking English lessons, and training in kendo. The boy was a damn prodigy. He played the abacus? Holy hell. Learning English, which is I'm not sure if that's a standard in Japan, but way to go. And then learning kendo all at the same time. Bro, this kid, man. Why did this kid have to die? Suichi's tendency to put other people's needs over his own meant he died without ever telling his classmates how much he longed for them all to go out on a hunt for Mockingbird stickers. Wow. Poor kid. He didn't deserve that. Damn, I kind of feel bad that I killed her now. I kind of feel bad. Heart's still racing. Oh, a second trailer. That's a definite reaction. Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 trailer is out. You said your brother reads the manga, so the chance you can react to season 2 after all? I don't know, because my brother still might want to see the anime together either way. We'll see. I'll have to ask him. I'll ask him like, hey, season 2 is out. Well, season 2 is going to be out soon. You want to watch it together, or you good with just the manga? If he tells me he wants to watch it together, I'm sorry, it's still going to be our thing then. Again, because Jujutsu Kaisen is kind of me and my brother thing. I'll see if he wants to do it. But here's the thing, I'm not going to ask him like, is it okay if I can just react to... I'm not going to say that, because I know my brother. He's probably gonna be like nice about it and say, oh, it's okay, don't worry. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say, hey, Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 is gonna come out. You want to see it together? That's what I'm gonna say. And if he says yes, I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm gonna see it with my brother. Like, that's it. That's an absolute. Because I know my brother, okay? My brother is really, really nice. He'd probably be nice and not want to watch it with me just so it could be a reaction for others. I'm not gonna ask that question. Okay, let's see. Investigation about the kidnapping. Let's talk about the kidnapping. I suppose there's not much point going over the kidnapping itself. No, I'm very familiar. Then I'll leave that for the files to cover and just confirm a few things about the case. The police traced the culprit's calls back to, let's see here, Northern Oyoko River here in Sumida City. That's quite a wide area. That's right. In the end, they never managed to nail down exactly where the calls were coming from. But it was almost certainly the same location that Suichi was being held captive. Since Suichi's voice could be heard during the killer's calls, Northern Oyoko River is quite a distance from Suichi's normal school commute. Okay, so it's far away. Factoring that he was seen at school but went missing before he arrived at his house. It's likely that he was abducted by car on his route home. You're right, because if it was really far away, you want a car. But wait a minute. A little boy walking home from school. You think there'd be other people? I'm pretty sure, like, hold up. What are the hours in Japan like from a little boy going from home to school, from school to home? Are the hours late at? I don't think they'd be late at night, correct? It'd still be like the afternoon, maybe. So there'd still be people out in daylight. If he was being taken in by a car, wouldn't other people already spot that? Wouldn't people be seeing that? Maybe, but exactly. Suichi was a clever boy. He would never have gotten into a car with a stranger. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, facts too. Like, I'm sure Suichi isn't he's not a stupid kid. He definitely wouldn't go into a car with like a random dude or whatever, right? That's right. I was very firm about that. I know he understood. I know he understood too. I even saw him warning the other children. Okay, so he's a very bright boy. If that's the case, if he was taking into wait, it's possible that they forced him. If they forced him into a car, a little boy was being forced into a car in broad daylight. Wouldn't people try to stop it or engage? What? The only issue is there weren't any witnesses to the... What? Wait, that makes no sense. You can't bundle someone into a car with that many students around and not be right, absolutely facts. But nobody came forward to say they saw anything suspicious. Maybe they're afraid, or... So, did they target him at some other time? Or somewhere away from his usual route? But why would Suichi go to a route that he's unfamiliar with? It makes no sense. Both of those seem a little far-fetched. Exactly. Which raises the question, how did the kidnapper pull it off? The police never managed to find it. Bro, the police are useless. In the end, they decided that the kidnapper must have gotten lucky. Well, why not turn the problem on its head? What do you mean? Oh, same thing. Let's continue on this topic. The kidnapper managed to convince Suichi to get into the car, but how? I was gonna say candy, but Suichi would be much smarter than that. The only thing that makes sense to me is if they were somebody that he would have a reason to trust. Like a friend? A relative? Maybe a teacher. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe a teacher would make sense because a student would have every reason to trust their teacher. A friend too. A relative, of course. They wouldn't go into a car with someone who they don't recognize. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A teacher, perhaps a relative or someone else that he knew. That's what I'm saying. But all of the adults Soichi knew had alibis. What? The police checked them all thoroughly. Did they, huh? No one throws numbers at a problem like the cops. But what if it wasn't someone he knew? Or rather, what if the culprit disguised themselves as a Oh, damn! Oh, damn! Hey, yo! Joe Joestar with that big brain. Oh, shit! Hey, yo, hey, man. Joe Joestar. He has to be a Joestar for a reason. The first and most intelligent detective Joestar in the family. Congratulations. God damn. I don't know what makes me think this, but perhaps yo, Cody, let's not go there. I really hope that's not. Yo, if the hey, yo, he should be crucified. Good, holy shit. A father kidnapping their own son? God damn. Yo, you gotta be some kind of low down destructive dirtbag piece of trash to do something like that to your own flesh and blood. Yo, you gotta be the scum of the earth to do something like that. Damn. And the fact that he mentioned police officer too, that would explain why he didn't find them suspicious. That's true. If it was a police officer that Soichi didn't know, but if they were dressed as a police officer, yeah, that would really... Wow, dude, that was a big brain move right there. The Shigima family has close ties with the police after all. He would have had a reason to trust them. Absolutely. You might be right, but surely that couldn't have. Well, there's a problem with the theory. You'd be surprised how much police officers stand out. That's sort of the point after all. They're meant to be a visible deterrent against crime. True, when you see a police officer, you think they'd never do anything criminal. You just have unconditional trust for that. Hey, yo, let's talk more about the kidnapping. He's on a roll. It just makes some twisted sense. Why would the police cover it up? Perhaps because it was a police officer in the first place. Yeah, man, now when you put it that way, plus refusing the ransom. I'm not gonna lie to you, Cody, you make a lot of solid points right there. I can't even refute that. Oh my god, that's even worse. That's even worse of being incompetent. They're literally just trying to protect themselves, which is pretty fucking pathetic if you ask me. But there's another interesting... Man, no wonder Richter decided to leave the investigation. I mean, to leave the police force. Fuck these dudes. They don't care about they only care about themselves. But there's another interesting little bit of trivia I happen to know. When you ask people to imagine someone suspicious, nobody pictures women or children. Of course. Why would you suspect a child? They're innocent. They're a blank sheet of paper. Women. Majority of the time, women are not going to be upheld to criminal acts. If you look at criminal records, if you look at all the crimes that happen in our world, majority of our crimes is done in by men. I'm not saying there aren't women that don't commit crimes, but I'm talking in generalities. I'm talking in general. Most crimes are done by men. And because of that, that imprints that stigma that women and children are not going to be seen as suspicious because children are pure and a blank slate. Women normally don't do that. Some kids would do, but that's the minority, not the majority. Anyway. Even kids who have been warned about stranger danger often subconsciously expect that danger to look like an adult man. Of course, absolutely. Because they're the majority that commit the crime. Besides, Suichi was the sort of boy who wanted to be a police officer when he grew up. He must have had a strong sense of right and wrong. The kid was bright. That's right. Wait, surely you can't mean... Now you're getting it. If, say, a young woman approached Suichi asking for help, what would he have done? Suichi would have helped her out. Knowing the inspiring police officer he wants to be, he probably would have done something to help. Bro, that's even worse. And I'm saying shit like women don't commit, like majority of women don't commit crime, and look what they're trying to tell me right now. What the fuck? If someone like that said they were lost and asked for directions, again, I'm not saying women don't commit crime. Of course they can, but majority don't. I should mention I'm completely blind by this point. Oh, really? Would have gotten into a would he have gotten into a car? He might have. My husband always told him that a man had a duty to watch out for women and children. Those are good prerogatives. You could certainly I wish he could have like used those same prerogatives for his own son and wife, you know what I mean? Like, it's a man's duty to protect women and children, but yet you can't even protect your own son. You couldn't even protect your own son. You couldn't even protect your own wife. Look where she is right now. Look where she is right now because of your neglection. Neglecting. I'm not sure if like neglection is a word. You could certainly argue that kind of attitude is outdated nowadays. No, that's rooted in biology. Men are the protectors, women are the nurturers. But if Suichi believed in it, then we might have something here. Then you think the culprit was a young woman? But it was a man's voice on the other phone. She might have been an accomplice, or maybe didn't even realize she was being used. Yo, that is a good... Yo, Joe Star. Is he actually a Joe Star, guys? I'm starting to believe it now. If anything, that would explain why she hasn't come forward. She herself might not realize she had anything to do with the case. Hold up, let's say, yo, again, he's on a roll. So the question is, did anybody see Suichi speaking with a young woman on the day of his disappearance? See what I said about people's bias? That goes for witnesses too. And I figured that maybe if I started asking new questions, I might get new answers. So I spent my day asking around Suichi's school route, seeing if anyone had seen anything. And one man thought he had. Oh, is that the lead? Do you mean he saw it happen? Well, I can't say that for sure yet. It turned out he wanted something from me, so he asked if we could talk in private. Several hours earlier. Alright, this should do. There's no one here. We can speak in confidence. Excuse me, what was your name again? Jonochi? Jonochi? I think that's how you say it. Got it. Well, Jonochi, I'm all ears. He has a very old school kind of hairstyle. Just so we're on the same page. You're a private detective investigating Suichi Shigima's kidnapping. Do I have that right? Of course. What else do I look like? How should I know what a private detective looks like? Oh, forget it. Look, I'll tell you straight. My life is in danger. I need your help. You'll excuse me if that caught me a little off guard. Let me ask you straight. Who is trying to kill you? A student called Michio Michio Shiraishi. Interesting. A schoolgirl, eh? A schoolgirl's trying to kill him? Sounds like you've been not... Oh, ew, ew, ew. Wait a minute. Bro, are you... What the... It's nothing like that. That girl. She's a murderer. Oh, shit. Okay. For a second, I thought he was a P, if you know what I mean. I don't want to say the word. She's a murderer, but... Okay, so she's a straight-up killer? I'm the only one who knows, but I saw what she did. Michio Shiraishi. I saw her kidnap Suichi Shigima. Wait, what? You saw her? Come again? I saw her talk to him on the street and led him away. I didn't think much of it at the time, but then he went missing. She murdered him. I'm sure of it, or at least she got something to do with it. That's what you're here for, isn't it? Then you can't let her get to me. If that's true, you've been sitting on some valuable information. That's true. That's very much so. Why didn't you tell anyone? Right, why didn't you tell anyone that she kidnapped him? Why didn't you report it or something? Especially when it happened. What the freak? Why didn't you... What? Why didn't you say anything when the boy was still being held for ransom? Well, you see, if you can't explain that, I don't have any reason to believe you. Right, you sound like you're full of shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. And if this is true, you're a fucking idiot. I couldn't. What do you mean you couldn't? She told me she'd kill me if I spoke a... So you're telling me you were being a little... I'ma just say it. He was being a little bitch. You're telling me a schoolgirl had you scared for life? Right, you're a grown-ass man. Why are you scared of a little girl? You're a grown-ass man. So you've been sitting on that all this time, and you think she's coming for you now that you spilled the beans? Yes, that's exactly it. I'm begging you, don't let her get me. I can't fucking believe this. If you really believe she's gonna kill you, then okay, report it to the police. Don't hire her. Don't talk to a detective. Arrest her. I'm telling you, she's a demon. Okay, first of all, number one, report it to the police. Number two, they'll do an investigation. Because as far as I'm concerned, you could be lying through your teeth. You know what I'm saying? He could actually be a P and be having her become, and he wants her to be arrested just to cover his ass up. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is sounding like a bunch of BS to me. Well, you seem to believe what you're saying, but it doesn't add up. Right, nothing of this adds up. It just sounds like he said, she said. How could a schoolgirl have a fully grown man so... Yo, me and Joe Star are on the same point. Look, that's true though. How does a damn schoolgirl have a full grown ass man like you terrified? If anything, you're a weak. The fuck? Again, how does a little girl scare a grown ass man? Come on, bro. Show some dignity. You don't know what she can do. She'll curse. Oh, whoa. Okay, that's a different story. That's different. She can curse you? Okay, so she's using some voodoo shit. But at the same time, if you tell this to any other person, they'll be like, yeah, you kind of sound like you're BSing, man. Low-key, you kind of sound like you're full of it. Curse you? I'm sorry, but you're losing me here. Right, same here. But then again, with the whole game being about curses, I have no choice but to believe him. It's true. Her house. It's... forget it. Why do I even bother? You seem dubious enough to believe me, but I should have known you'd never understand. Enough. I'll find someone else to help me. Hey. That still was very useful information, though. Assuming she really did kidnap Suichi. Okay, so that's the lead we have. That's actually, I think that's honestly the only lead we have. Story short, I can hardly believe it. At the time, I thought this mention of curses was just some crazy talk, but I'm starting to see that there might have been more to it. Then, if we can just find that girl, curse or no curse, if she was with Suichi on the day of the kidnapping, then there's a good chance she knows something. On top of that, I did some digging on the man I spoke to. His full name is Kohei Jonochi. He's a teacher at Komagata High School here in Sumida. A teacher? Then this girl, yeah, he's her teacher. Is this one of his students? I think that's a very likely. I agree. The fact that she even knows this teacher is probably because that's his student. Anyway. Bro, let's continue on this. Again, we're on a roll. Though also possible he's just paranoid conspiracy theorist. You're actually very true. That actually is very correct, Cody. He could just be some crazy conspiracy theory. And look, let's be honest with you. Let's be upfront and real here, guys. If a random, let's just say you were a detective, right? Let's just say you were a detective. A random dude comes up to you and saying like, "Oh, you're investigating the murder of this and this that happened a year ago. This girl killed her. This girl killed that young boy. She did it. She killed him." And it's like, wait a minute. If you had this information, why the hell didn't you come out before then? I'm scared, bro. I'm scared. She's gonna kill me. She can curse me, man. She knows curses. She's got that voodoo stuff. Help me, man. You gotta help me. She'll curse me. Come on, man. Like, what would your honest response be to all that? What would your honest reply be if he told you that and you were like a detective? At last we got a lead. Hopefully it'll be the breakthrough we're looking for. Okay, that's it for that. I guess we can continue on here about the investigation. I know we still need to figure out... Wait, we still need to figure out exactly what you want me to do. Tell you what, why don't I tell you what I found and then we can make a decision? Alright. You? Okay, so no more of that. The Rite of Resurrection, huh? I read about that in an occult magazine the other day. Apparently some old book showed up recently with all the gory details. And they say that the rite can be found somewhere in Hojo. Who came up with this? I remember the first time you told me about that. It felt like my prayers have been heard. Like I had real hope for the first time. I mean, I don't blame the girlie for believing in that. She wants to save her child. I get it. She wants her child back. I understand. Ever since that awful day, I've wondered. What if I hadn't sent in the school? Oh, come on. Don't tell yourself that. Don't do that to yourself. What if I just paid the ransom? Not a day goes by where I don't think that if I'd done something differently, Suichi would still be alive. Never do that to yourself. It's not your fault your boy died, okay? To be honest, I'm blaming your husband. I'll be honest. I'm blaming the husband and the entire police force. They're the reason you lost your son, not you. You can't blame yourself, ma'am. It was the culprit's fault, not yours. Oh, that also. Though I know that won't help any. Grief is a funny thing. I wouldn't consider grief funny, but I'm guessing that's why you're after the right. Guess I didn't need to ask. It's written all over your face. True. The way how she talked about it. I can tell how much he meant to you. Well, of course, that's her son. But, and this is a big but. If the right is the real deal, using it will mean killing someone and stealing their soul. How the heck did he put those two together? Is that a problem? Oh. If it comes to that, I'm afraid I'll have to stop you. Right, because he's a detective. Oh, that's a shame. A shame, huh? That's all? I thought if I'm going to be competing with other curse bearers, then your detective skills might come in useful. You realize you're talking about ending someone's life, right? Don't you see an issue with that? On a side note, with the new trailers, as much as I want you to watch, you need to watch season 1 first. Well, wait. Side note, with the new trailers, as much as I want you to watch season 1, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, Cody? I think any parent in my position would happily kill for a chance like this. Honestly, I can't even blame her for wanting this. That's so, is it? Dear, oh dear, what have I gotten myself into? Pretend you don't know shit. If it makes you uncomfortable, then you won't have to get any blood on your hands yourself. I don't need you to kill the other curse bearers, I only need you to find them. I won't be a party murder, ma'am, not even for a client. Oh shit. Tonikawa. Forgot to say the series name. Which is Tonikawa? Which is that one again? I forgot. Sorry, 1 second. What was it? I lost my train of thought for a second. Hold up. Konikawa? Oh, that series. Oh yeah, you mentioned it before. We do need his detective skills, so let's try to see if we can pay him more. How much can I give you to change your mind? Sorry, man, but not everyone has a price. Fuck. I've got my policies, and I stick to them. I see. Didn't realize you were so stubborn. Let me say, though, it's not like I don't get where you're going through. As long as you're not killing anyone with your own hands, maybe I can help you out. Wait, what? What do you have in mind? Well, how about stealing someone's curse stone after they filled it with soul dreg? If that was all you were after, then I can lend you my service guilt-free. If the other curse bearers want to kill each other, that's their business. I'm not trying to be a hero here. Oh. I guess there's no guarantee a stolen curse stone will work, but we can worry about that later. Well then, I suppose we have a deal. Okay then, that works out. Though, if I stole a curse stone using my what if I stole a curse stone using my curse? Would you disapprove? That would void our contract, ma'am. Just warning you now. My. Probably shouldn't have said that. Oh, about my curse. Before we go any further, why don't you tell me about that curse of yours? The haunting clappers, was it? Was it the one of the 7 mysteries of Honjo? If I remember correctly. That's right. The original story happened somewhere near here. I'm sure I remember hearing that. And that in that case, my money would be on all the curse bearers being somewhere in Honjo. Our first move should be to narrow them down. Some of them are bound to try and come for you first. We'll need to be ready. The curse will make their bearers more willing to kill, so an attack could come from anywhere. That sounds sensible. All right, let's go in further detail. And if I remember correctly, your haunting clappers can set people on fire, but only if they have naked flame or a lighter on their person. Is that right? That's right. In older times, wooden clappers were used to warn people of fire. I'm guessing it punishes those who don't heed the warning. It seems like a good curse to have. Simple and straightforward enough to use. Although it's hard to say how it stacks up without knowing what else is on the table. You really think it's that good? The target can't do much to throw it off, and it has a nice long activation window. It's big that it works on lighters too. Just slip one in your target's pocket, and that condition would were already fulfilled before they even knew you were there. They wouldn't even know what hit them. Maybe I won't have to actually use it. I could just tell someone I could, and they'd have to do what I said. Threats could work, although without any proof, it'll come down to somehow convincing you can be. If only you could use the curse, then back out at the last... Oh, I see. Like, to give the threat, like, I can do it, but I don't want to if I don't have to. At the last second. I'm assuming once a curse is activated, you can't stop it. What an interesting idea. I have a lighter right here. We could try it now. That's an interesting proposition. But maybe not. I'm not quite crazy enough to make myself a guinea pig. Right. Oh, I see. Right, I'm not trying to get myself killed, woman. You're an odd one, ma'am. If you don't mind me saying. And I don't think it's just a curse. You flatterer. Alright. As for what we need to do next, first of all, I think you should stay indoors. Try not to do anything spontaneous or outside of your normal routine. Stay indoors. That's literally all she's been doing her whole life. Okay. Right then. Have you decided what you want me working on? Help me with the right. Investigate the kidnapping. The kidnapping. Oh, new Fate Strange fake trailer. Oh, nice. Wait, are the trailers all coming in right now? Holy hell. Finally. Finally, I have a lead. I need to know what happened to my son. Not that you're ever released the first one. Truth. Your wish is my command, ma'am. I'll focus all my efforts on looking into the kidnapping. Although, something just occurred to me. You can't investigate the matter at night, can you? At least until the sun arises. Could you reach the other curse bearers? Alright, I see how it is. Well, I'd be happy to help. Odds are good that the other curse bearers are also working by night. Anyone they kill under the cover of darkness won't be discovered until sunrise. I bet they'll be trying to do as much as they can before morning comes. So it's settled then. I'll look into the other curse bearers by night. And once the city wakes up and I can start asking questions, I'll investigate the kidnapping as well. I'll even try and find Miss Shiraishi as part of the bargain. Thank you. That's more than enough. Okay. What the? Oh, I don't think I looked at that. Fax machine sends images to other places in the network. I don't really know how it works. Telephone. This mansion has a private line. No, I already... What? Now then. Oh, okay, I was about to say. I should get to work. There's only so much time before sunrise. I'll call you if I find out anything new. You stay here and keep a lookout. Alright. There's no telling what kind of curses you might find out on the streets tonight. Don't go outside if you can help it. And try to be ready for anything. I will. Well, if that's all, I should be going. Alright. Okay. Yeah, there's a big anime event going on for the next couple days. Basically a direct but anime and over a long period of time. Jesus. How long is it? Is it streamable? Maybe I might stream it. Like on the third channel. But I'm assuming that like it depends, like it isn't too long, is it? Because that way I can just knock out a bunch of trailers at once. Summary of the previous event. Despite obtaining the curse, yeah, we know what happened. So (1 a.m.) still kind of early. Well, I wouldn't say. Well, yeah, early or early night. Early or late? How would you describe that? Let's see. Sorry, my water bottle's in the way. It's almost been an hour since Richter left. He promised he'd call me if anything happened. But he hasn't. So all I can do is wait and wait. Oh shit. Is that a newspaper? Hold on. How is it I know it's dangerous to go out. But I can't just sit here and let this opportunity pass me by. I have to look for her. For Michio Shiraishi. But first, I need to find more soul dregs. What's this? A newspaper? It must have fallen off the chair. I mean, yeah, let's read it. Today, tomorrow, and the next day, various of time throughout the day, but all in Japanese. Gotcha, so I won't understand. But my point is, like, is it gonna be a long, like, stream? Like, is it gonna be really long? Or is it like, because I'm thinking about, like, if that's the case, like either tomorrow, like Monday, or maybe like Sunday, sometime in the day, I could do like a stream. I could do a stream of reacting to everything that happened there. That way I can just knock out a bunch of trailers and don't have to make a bunch of separate videos for them. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about doing that. Similar fashion to how I did the Direct and PlayStation. The newspaper. I only have them here for the guests. I hardly ever read them myself. I don't think I've taken the time to go over one in years, in fact. Well, it's not like I have anything better to do. Okay. Look at the society articles. Look at the economy articles. Look at the education articles, television. Let's look at television. I don't really watch much TV. It feels as if all the information in the world gets passed through that little black box. But father stopped them from reporting on the kidnapping back when it happened. I was glad about that. Less fuss. Now the new comedy boom is over. All the comedians are flocking the other genres. The occult seems really popular at the moment. Look at all these paranormal specials. I'm not going for that. Yeah, it's long. Most I could say is I could gather all the ones the ones of interest to you. Yeah, you could do that. I mean, if you want to. But the thing is, though, like, would they all be separate videos? Or, again, can it be, like, just one long video? Again, I think it's just better if it's just one long video. That way I can just power through it as a live stream and just react to it there. And by the way, if there's happens to be, like, a trailer or two of like an anime I haven't seen the first season of or whatever, I can just skip over the video, skip over that and go to the next part. I could do that. Again, it'd just be easier if it was just one long video. That way I can just stream it, go through it, and then there's a bunch of reactions there. Look at society articles. Oh no, okay. Culture. Now that everyone has more spending money to go around, people are coming up with all kinds of new diversions. It seems like only yesterday that people were flocking to the arcades to shoot aliens. Do people even play arcades wait, hold up, hold the frick. Do people still even go to arcades anymore? Like, everything you do is like legitimately everything you do is on the phone or like on the computer or video games, consoles. Like, do people still even arcade? Seems like yesterday people, yeah. But now having all these enormous theme parks and gaming machines to plug straight into our TVs, televisions, everyone's talking about superhero series, foreign films, movies based on the latest bestseller. Back in my day, back in my day, fusion rock and folk music was all the rage. Well, that's the thing about trends. They come and they go like the wind. You just have to get, you just gotta get with the times, old top. But now it's all about city pop and idols. I find it hard to care about that sort of thing anymore. Well, yeah, because it's completely new from your generation. It doesn't appeal to the things you liked during your time when you were younger. Of course, this will only appeal to people that are either A, grew up with that trend or whatever, or B, people that can adapt to different trends. I went to a 1 or 2 year ago with a friend. It was pretty fun. Really? That's nice. I haven't been to an arcade in forever. Only because, well, again, like, I do hang out with friends, but when I hang out with friends, we literally just hang out at each other's places and, like, play board games. It's either that or we go out for Pokemon. Let's see. I hear the new big thing is some mascot line of delinquent birds, mockingbirds. I think it's called. Yeah, it's what your son was into. Was that what Richter was talking about? Trends seem to have such a short shelf lives now, with how quickly the times are changing. I think I'm just too old to keep up anymore. Girl, what? Oh shit, I almost dropped my controller. You're too old to keep up? Girly, you're isn't Haruhi like 30 years old? He's literally my exact age. How is being 30 like so old to keep up with latest trends? Most people that are in their 30s still keep up with trends. Like, you're not old, girl. In my personal, well, you're not old in the sense of like keeping up with certain things. You're only as old as you feel. It's young people who are leading the way with their modern world views. My generation will only fall further behind. Again, you only will fall behind if you choose it to be that. There isn't one long video, it's a bunch of different events. Really? Old man Annie. The fuck you say? Excuse the hell out of me? You call me old? Man, I remember back in my day. We with them kids with them damn touch screens. Back in my day, we had buttons. And the only thing that mattered was in the rage, man. Back then it was all about shonen. Now it's all about this damn here chainsaw man. Who is this damn here chainsaw man? I don't know, man. I remember back then when a penny meant something. Oh god, I hope I don't end up like that. I will admit though, when I'm old, I'm definitely gonna be saying shit like, back in my day, we used to use lawnmowers to cut our grass. We didn't pay them folks. Wait, did we? I don't remember. Anyway. Fuck economy. Society, I guess. Let's see. It looks like the city's biggest problem right now is pollution. Pollution's been a thing for like ever. I remember how the air and water used to be even more polluted. The river was covered in scum from all over, all the sewage and industrial waste, and it stank so badly it'd make my eyes water. So you want that clip, right? No! No, absolutely not. Eventually people started getting sick and it couldn't ignore it anymore. Fortunately, it's just gotten better since then. Although the air around the industrial district is still filthy with gas and smog. I guess that's society reference. There is one thing Hojo never wants for. It's horrific crimes. They found the police officer dead in a local park just the other day. Good God. A lot of my family are in the police. I hope it wasn't anybody I knew. I don't read the news anymore. Not since last year. It brings back bad memories. Fair enough. Suicide at local high school. Wait, what? Oh, I remember that. A high school girl jumped off a roof about a week ago. She was bullied, I think. Or maybe it was something about exam pressure? What? What, but... No, it can't be right. Her name. Michiro Shi... Whoa! That's the girl that... Well... that were made to... Well... Are... apparently she is the one that kidnapped Suichi. That's apparently it. But now she's dead? Well... Back to the drawing board. Great. Now we have no leads. We can't even question her. Because she's dead. Granted, I'm not saying not to look down on the fact that she committed suicide. It can't be. Great. Look at economy article. All sorts of articles about the current state of the economy. The economy is warped. Now that the post-war boom has passed its peak, we're moving into an era of large corporations. It's about 220, 230 yen to the dollar. Manufacturing is on the rise and exports are healthy. The dollar's down from its height and people are saying it could fall further. Oh yeah, the value of the... I'm not gonna lie to you. The value of the US dollar is going lower in value and it's only gonna continue to get lower. Because dollars get printed all the time. Also, since you've had your character arc with now enjoying Konosuba and similar stuff, I wonder if you would enjoy it more if you rewatch One Punch Man. Saitama is boring. I'm gonna say it right now. Saitama is probably the most boring character I have ever read. Visuals, it looks good. And I don't need to rewatch it. I still remember how it mostly went. And again, I will stand by it to this day. Saitama is a boring character. I don't care what anyone says. I personally think he's a very poor written character. There's no denying how much the standard of living has improved in the past few years. It's common to own a car and television now, and supermarkets are better stocked than ever. Well, that's good. Although with everyone flocking to the city, land prices are skyrocketing nowadays and most people can only dream of home ownership. The city center is going to be nothing but apartments before long. True. Most people nowadays that are trying to get a home, it's really hard. Most people just live in apartments. But then again, when you're living on your own, it usually starts in apartments. Not exactly a businesswoman, so this all feels like another world to me. Fair, fair. Not everyone really knows about the economy. Education. Everyone attends high school now, even girls. Universal education policy, they call it. The country's gotten rich enough that every child can go to school. Education is the backbone of modern society. If you want to work for a good company, you have to get into a good university. More people in the running than ever. The competition to get into these universities has gotten fierce though. The new generation is rebelling. Schoolyard violence and delinquency are on the rise. But my boy was too sensible to get mixed up in any of that. I don't want to read anymore. It'll only remind me of him. I'm sorry. That's fine, that's fine. We'll stop reading. I'll respect your wishes. Michiro Shiraishi, the girl who witnessed my son's kidnapping, committed suicide last week? What that means? Mr. Jonochi was terrified of someone who's already dead. So he was scared of a ghost. Is that what he meant by it could be. I can't work this out on my own. Maybe Richter will know. Why won't he call? Oh, I haven't left it on the I haven't left it off the hook, have I? What, the phone? I'm waiting for Richter to contact me, but he hasn't. I made sure the receiver is on the hook. I'll ring it as soon as he calls. Oh, there it is. There it is. That must be him. Of course. Hello. Shigima residence, I'm sorry. Two a.m. Komagata Bridge. Richter called me out to meet him, and we come here to a Komagata Bridge. I mean, you said the same thing about Konosuma as a whole. Just saying, with you more able to just enjoy things without crazy plot, maybe you'd end up enjoying him once. Oh, enjoying him more now. Who can say? I mean, I'm not sure about rewatching One Punch Man though. Like, I don't feel like it's necessary because I already have reactions for it, I'm sure. So, and again, I still remember for the most part. If you're asking if I'll watch the next season, I'll react to the next season. I'll do that, but I'm not sure about rewatching it. There's something I need to tell you. Funny, I was thinking the same thing. You go first, I'll go first. You can go first. Please, go ahead. Alright then. I've been poking around places connected to the 7 mysteries looking for curse bearers. And I think I found a few candidates. First, a tall man I ran into Kinshibori Park. Oh, that's this mother trucker, I remember you. I asked him for directions, trying to probe him a little, but he turned the questions right back around on me. And he was out there the second I figured out I wasn't what he was looking for. I got the sense curses were nothing new to him. I'm about 40% sure he's a curse bearer. We never know he's not though. How does he know about him is the weird part to me. Then there's this middle-aged guy I saw in South Wadi Gesu Street. Oh shoot, that was the guy we got with the lighter, wasn't it? There's no question about this one. He had one of the curse stones in his hand. He had a nervous air about him too. It was clear he was up to some shady business. Gathering soul dregs, I'll bet. He'd make a good target. A young man and a woman I saw around Ryogoku Bridge. This time the man came up to me and asked me flat out if I was a curse bearer. I told him I didn't know what he was talking about, and he backpedaled and left. Yeah, this asshole he was the toughest one too. I had to turn him in. That was outside the box. Looks like they lurked around there often, looking for kindred spirits. Would be my guess. Though it didn't seem like they were quite working as a pair. Gathering soul dregs in a group might be a decent idea if you could make it work. But with things being how they are, it's got to be hard to find folks one can trust. They've got brass though. I don't know what their deal is, but I'd like to find out. Last two is detectives I've seen sniffing around. The police are involved? Not necessarily. A body turned up in a local park a few days ago, so they might just be looking into that. Still, the park's got ties to one of the 7 mysteries. Might be it was a curse that did the guy in. Was more just a hypothetical rather than asking you to actually rewatch it. Rather that time and actual new reactions or uploading the or uploading. Oh, okay, okay, true, true. How do you know where they're from? Let's just say that when you're in this business, there are some faces you get to know. Huh. Anyway, that's everyone who's caught my eye. What about Shogo? You didn't mention him. Found out all of them in little time? I really did hire the best. It's all in the name, ma'am. Richter Kai PI, private investigator. Here we go with the JoJo pose. No, wait. Make that Richter Kai, investigator extraordinaire. My, an investigator extraordinaire. Is that why you can dress like that without drawing attention to yourself? You bet. An investigator extraordinaire can blend in like a chameleon in any outfit. Well, that aside, the middle-aged man and the young couple sound the most promising. Am I right? Whichever we pick, it's still too early to make a move. It seems like the curse bearers are less involved with each other than we thought. Plus, there's still others we don't know about. I say we hang fire and see how things play out. Once more bodies start showing up, that'll get the pot nice and hot. And once it's boiling, our chance will come. Okay. He's gazing down at the water. What does he see down there, I wonder? The river? The Sumida River. The water is filthy and horrid, but at night, when it's still, it looks almost peaceful. Can I ask you something, ma'am? Whoops. Is the Sumida River what Honjo folks picture when they think of home? I couldn't say. All I can tell you is that I can hardly stand the sight of it. Right. Should have guessed. Right, with what happened to her son? Yes, he's quite good at laying low. It's his standal power. God dang it. Ah, god dang, I see what you did there. This is where they found him, after all, after he went missing. All alone, floating in that horrible water. All I can think of how scared he must have been. How cold he must have been. What'd he ever do to deserve something so awful? I've come here every day since then. I pray to the river to give him back. To give me back my son. Day after day after day. You know, in olden times, people believe rivers marked where our world met the next. So, act of crossing flowing water had a huge amount of spiritual significance. Back when Edo was founded, the people of Chuo saw the Sumida River the same way. They associated the far side of the river with the afterlife. That same place would later become Honjo. All their fear and revulsion accumulated there and took root. That's the river, right? All the blue area? That's quite a bit of river. But then the Ryogoku Bridge sprang up after the great fire of Merekai, however you say that. And just like that, Honjo was part of the city too. And as it turned from farmland into a town, the people surrounded it with man-made rivers and crisscrossed it with canals and waterways. Weren't those to prevent flooding? That's what I was told. They were, but that's not all they were for. Their other purposes was to contain all the corruption that had built up on the far shore and stopped it leaking through to our side of the Great Divide. Officially, they were a physical barrier, but unofficially, they were a spiritual one too. So, if I have this right, are you saying that Honjo is a place where the real world meets the afterlife? Exactly. That's why the rite of resurrection is here, rather than anywhere else. I'm sure of it. And it's probably why the seven mysteries and their curses have survived to the modern day. And I guess that would make the spot we're standing now right over the river. The border between life and death. If there ever was a place where bringing back the dead might be possible, I reckon it's here. It's funny that you mentioned praying to the river. That might have done more than you think. Is that supposed to make me feel better? Just thinking out loud, man. Well, it's a nice thought. I get what he's trying to say. He's trying to give her comfort. He's trying to tell her, like, look, if the river is a gateway or the border between the world of the living and the world of the dead, maybe when you come here and pray, you're making it's almost like you're actually speaking to your son. Like, this is the best way for you and your son to have mother and child communication. This is, your son is hearing your words and is making him feel happy knowing that you come here and pray for the river. Because when you pray to the river, you're praying for your son's well-being, at least in the afterlife. So whenever she comes here, it's like she's visiting her son. I get what he's trying to say. That's very poetic. That's very nice. I guess that's one way to make her feel better, and good on you for that. Good on you for that. A river that is part of the Arakawa River system, which runs through much of eastern Tokyo and empties into Tokyo Bay. During the Edo period, Sumido's riverbanks played a key role in the transportation of lumber used for constructions. Okay. This is just the premise, not anything lore-wise. Okay. I think I'm gonna save here. Yeah, we're already on the 2-hour mark. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm gonna save here. Okay. So I'm gonna save right here, though, guys. That's gonna be it. Other stuff I want to get to next, especially certain reactions for trailers, other things I need to do. Tomorrow, early in the morning, we are gonna be streaming the new Bayonetta game. So streaming the new Bayonetta game tomorrow, for those that are interested, is going to be fun. Bayonetta Origins. This is like the first Bayonetta game I've played in God knows how long. I still need to get back to the regular game, like the first one. I still haven't beaten the first Bayonetta game, and that's the thing that sucks. Anyway, that's it for this one, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Again, Bayonetta tomorrow, and then later in the evening tomorrow, there's going to be some Room Factory 4. Look forward to that. It's going to be some fun stuff. Make sure you're there when it goes live. So yeah, early in the morning, well, earlier in the day, I should say, Bayonetta. Later in the evening, Room Factory 4. Let me know what you guys thought of the stream. Let me know if you guys enjoyed it. I feel really bad for Haruhi. I really do, man. Now I kind of hope she but she dies though. Perfect way to end off ReZero season 3. Wait, perfect way to end off ReZero season 3 trailer out. Time to link all the trailers. Yeah, that's a lot to go through. Jesus. Sheesh. All right, I'll get to them as fast as I can. But either way, I guess I can probably use tonight to react to those trailers. I guess I could use that. Honestly, tonight would be the perfect time to react to them while they're still fresh. So yeah, I'll get to them tonight. So yeah, gotta close out here. Thank you for your time, guys. See you guys all later. But I will say once again, so the schedule for the weekend is going to be this: tomorrow early in the day, Bayonetta, then later in the evening, Room Factory 4. Sunday is going to be Paranormasight early in the day, and then later in the evening is going to be Room Factory 4. Also, I will say I will not announce the winner of the gaming polls till Monday because I was kind of late on posting the poll. So the winner is going to be announced Monday evening time. So yeah, Monday evening I'm going to be announcing it. So makes it official now. Makes it official now. ReZero season 3 hype. Nice. Can't wait for that. All right. I know my brother's gonna be happy. My brother I can't tell you how much, like, when I told them that possibly ReZero is gonna get a season 3 or more or less confirmed, my brother can't keep talking about it, telling me like, is the trailer out? Is the trailer out or something? I'm like, not yet. Well, since the trailer is out, I probably need to show him that. He's definitely gonna want to see the trailer, but after I react to it, of course. But anyway, peace, guys. I'm out.